For me as an artist, it's been interesting because what my job in the show is I'm what's called a singer swing, and I cover 6 of the male singers, and I also understudy Mufasa, 7 of the singers and Mufasa, and it's interesting because of my job. I've been able to, I think, have longevity since I'm in a different role, like every single day. Every time I'm on stage, I'm on for a different person. So that's kept me to, I think, one of the things that I've been able to keep myself fresh and continue pushing the storytelling for the show. It's been very rewarding in the whole journey. This 19 years. I had no idea I would be here this long, but here I am. So one of the things that Julie Taymor pushed on us is she made us stretch our talents as far as we possibly can, especially with this show. And I'll paraphrase this, but she always told us the risks are high, but the benefits are higher. And I think the history of the show says it all. If you look at the benefits that have come from it, but back in the beginning, it was incredible because we didn't know what exactly we were putting together. We just believed that Julie's vision and her commitment to the storytelling and making us commit to the storytelling was going to be something special. We knew it was going to be something special. I think we were here in Minneapolis rehearsing, and the first set of tickets went on sale, and I think over the weekend they sold like $25 million worth of tickets or something crazy. And we, being here, we were not in the middle of all that New York type of situation where you could say, oh my gosh, we're selling these amazing tickets. We were here still working, trying to get it together, trying to put together, like I said, the best possible story and complete Julie's vision as best as we possibly could. And it was just an incredible journey from the different changes and the rehearsals. There was one incident, or many incidents, one of which is there's a dance in Be Prepared called Kick Butt. That went through so many different changes. That's Garth Fagan, his choreography, but it went through so many different changes. And what would happen is during the course of the rehearsal, we would add these changes and tighten up, and if it wasn't right, they would have to go back to the original one for the night and then come back the next morning and try and tighten up the new version that we were trying to do. So it was that type of commitment to our talent and a commitment to the storytelling, again, maintaining and trying to create the vision that Julie had in her mind's eye. So. And I remember when they were talking about putting this show on, doing The Lion King, and I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna be, full of fur and stuff. But I remember after I got cast, I remember going to a fitting for my costumes, and I walked by and I saw some of the models of what we were going to do. And when I looked at them, I was like, wow, if we're doing this is going to be quite different from what I thought it was going to be. And if it works, I just knew it was going to be successful. I mean, there's a built-in audience for Lion King. I mean, it's the animated movie is known throughout the world, of course, and so we knew we were going to have a certain type of audience. But Julie reached beyond that, and I think really hit the essence of what the story is about this. It's a very simple story: a young man coming to age and finding his way. But the way she envisioned this story is just phenomenal, and to be a part of that was just like you couldn't do anything but catch on the wave and ride with her, because she was committed to making certain that the story be told in the way she had envisioned it in her mind. You had Garth Fagan and Level M and coming in together to bring it in. I mean, Level's South African music was so much of the foundation. It became the foundation of the show. And as you listen to it, you hear all the different languages, the Xhosa and the Zulu and all those different languages coming together. And so it was just, I think, a match made in heaven with especially with the three of them coming together, and all the other creatives that were part of the team. So I remember Lana Gordon, who was the original Cheetah, and her just getting into the puppet, and you don't know what this is, and this is a brand new type of puppetry that we're doing at the time. I mean, that was 19 years ago, but still, it was Lana got in there, and she just became the cheetah. Over time, just her movements and everything just became that. And that's, I think, what happened with all of the animals that we portray, whether it be a wildebeest or a zebra or a bird man or a bird lady. You once you put that costume on, once you put the bird puppetry on, you can't help but transform into that creature if you're committed to the storytelling. It just became pretty natural. It was difficult. There's some things that we do in the show, the shadow puppet. I remember doing shadow puppet work, which is very complicated because there's like 3 guys on each puppet. So one person has the feet, one person has the body, one person has the front legs. And so you have this whole situation where you have to be one unit doing this, creating this, the walk of Scar or the walk of Little Simba. So it was quite. It was an incredible challenge in order for us to make sure that the puppetry didn't look like puppetry, but looked like the animals that they were supposed to be, or felt by the audience like it was the actual animals that we were trying to manipulate back behind the screen. When we first started here, it was so complicated backstage that the swings were not really allowed to go backstage because there were set pieces moving around, there were things swinging back and forth and all that kind of stuff. So we had to actually learn the show from sitting up in the balcony here. We would sit there and we watch it, we write our notes and figure it out, and then we would have to go on. We didn't initially we didn't go on as much, but then we started to because you had people doing different things with the show. So it was quite a learning experience on trying to learn the show and understand it. And part of it was being locked into whatever blocking Julie did or whatever choreography Garth did. And so it was very much an incredible challenge. I remember when I got the call to be a swing, I was like, a swing? I'm a singer. That's what I do. But to be a swing, I thought that was always somebody who danced. And then this show showed me a whole other side of what it is to be a swing. So it was very, very challenging, but the knowledge that I gained, of course, now I think I'm pretty good at my job. So one of the main reasons why it has lasted so long is that every new individual that comes in brings a new energy to the show, a new newness to the show, and you can work off of that new person. So the different changes that I've had, we have this great associate team: John Stefanik, Ray Griffith, Clem Ishmael, and we have another set of people: Celise Hicks and David Kreppel and Anthony Lynn. They work very hard into allowing us to breathe in life to whatever newness may come, because things change, it evolves, it's constantly changing and shifting. Not changing the story, not changing the vision, but the energy is different because of the individuals that come into the show, and it has helped to keep this show so fresh and so relevant to today. It's funny because being 19, there's some 21-year-olds in the show who were like 3 years old when I started doing this show, and they come in and I watch their energy, and I kind of grab some of it from them because they're so new and it's so brand. The way in which we tell the story is so brand new to them. It inspires me to go, okay, wait a minute, let me pull my game up a little bit more too, because they're watching and they're like sponges, and I can be a sponge by watching how they react to whatever it is I might be doing on stage. Yeah, I worked on Broadway for about 8 years before they sent me out to what was the Cheetah Company, and then when the Cheetah Company started to close, they sent me here to Gazelle, and so I've been very blessed to work nonstop 19 years. Thank God I haven't had a break the entire time. So that's got to be some kind of record, like you said earlier. So, but yeah, I've been very blessed. This city, when we first started doing the show, was so supportive in what we were doing. I mean, they were just. It was crazy because they wanted it to be as successful as we were trying to make it be, and that energy. Every time I come here, like you said, this is my 4th time. Every time I come here, I feel that in the city, and I feel that especially in this theater, the Orpheum Theatre. It is just, I can't even describe the feeling other than that. I know that I'm a part of it, and it's a part of me. Because when you walk in, I'm getting a little emotional. Sorry. When you walk in, you just feel it. You know what went on here to make this phenomenon. I mean, it's the biggest media event in the history of the world, and that's To say that we knew we were going to do that 19 years ago, no one could possibly have said that. What we can say is that we put the best story forward. But this city it is a part of the Lion King as much as Lion King is a part of the global world. Minneapolis is definitely in that foundation of everything. We get Mondays off, and I must say Mall of America has taken quite a bit of my money. But there's other there's different events that go on. Like there was I don't even know what some kind of parade or a festival that happened about a week ago that was kind of cool. And there's different farmers markets that have been just amazing here. And the city, of course, I love it this time of year because it's so beautiful here. Everything is green and just the sun shining, and the city is just a beautiful city. It really, really is. Lion King is still the #1 selling show, so I don't understand that. I really don't, after 19 years, how that is still happening, but it is, and I find it, like I said before, I find it a true blessing. So there's no doubt in my mind that the show will be here another 2, maybe 3 times because of the power of the new generation. That I think every 3 years is a new generation that is invited to see Lion King and falls in love with it. That comes see the show. We love doing the show, and I think that anyone that experiences it, especially for the first time, is going to be just blown away by it.